gonna have fun. Colored girls, have some fun. Catch that surf and you know that the weekend's begun. Summertime, people going crazy. Sunshine getting easy in the summertime. Summertime, drinking and swimming, kissing all the women in the summertime. Summertime.
Spanning the peninsula of southwest England is a territory known as the Borough of Restormal. It's the heart of Cornwall, and the heart beats all year round in the holiday resort of Newquay. Every year, thousands stream west to feel that holiday heartbeat. They come from all over Europe. Many have been before and agree that this part of Cornwall has the finest coastline and beaches in Europe. They also know they can find a holiday there in any season. Newquay is officially rated among the top 4 holiday resorts in Britain, and it could hardly be otherwise. Enriched by nature's gift of a glorious coastline, rocky headlands, miles of golden sands and sparkling seas. A trip on the tourist bus from the town centre takes in all the sights and shows off the magnificent beaches. Morganporth is the most northerly of 11 beaches within easy reach of the town. A beach a day keeps the holidaymakers at play. And when they're not on the sands, they can go inland and choose from many other activities. Again, nature offers her best. For those who like walking, it would be hard to find a more stimulating route than along the cliffs fretted out by the pounding Atlantic. Nor would they find pleasanter villages on their way. Villages like St Morgan, named after a Celtic saint in whose honour a 13th century church is dedicated. Back to the beach at Watergate Bay. Here the adventurers ride ashore on the surf. If you're not so adventurous, there's plenty to keep yourself and the children happily occupied as you move on from beach to beach. Waterworld in the Tranance Garden Leisure Park gives a new dimension to water sport. It's Newquay's latest attraction for the tourists of the 90s. Another beach, another golden landscape. Another haven where the youngest may safely play and enjoy the same seaside fun that has entertained generations before them.
There we are, that's better. There's the home. Call the police. Trousers. Trousers. Oh, Mr. Punch.
Bowls enthusiasts find the best facilities in Newquay. The 2 bowling clubs host many tournaments every year. High summer, of course, is the most popular period for holidaymakers, but many believe Newquay is at its best in May and September, and its attractions are always there. In complete contrast to the golden sands are the green walks and colourful flowers of Tranance Gardens, reflecting a climate that will flatter resorts in southern Europe. Towan Island is a landmark that has become a symbol of Newquay. It overlooks Towan Beach, whose sands are closest to the centre of town and the harbour. The picturesque harbour was once intended as a base for schooners and ketches carrying exports of minerals and china clay, but by long tradition it is a fishing port. Now it has been adapted to the needs of the modern holidaymaker. The Ewer's Hut, where lookouts once kept watch for shoals of pilchards, is a reminder of those early days, and even now the fishing boats go out in search of mackerel and to set lines of pots for lobsters. The town, however, bears no resemblance to a fishing village. It is in all respects a modern tourist centre with all the shops and services holidaymakers may seek for their everyday wants while enjoying the recreational facilities. Fistral Beach is a renowned centre for surfers. The gently sloping continental shelf, meeting the incoming Atlantic surge, produces conditions that are ideal for the sport. Fistral is a regular venue for world-class surfing championships. On the headland above the surface is Newquay's golf course. Originally constructed more than a century ago, it is a links course favoured by many top-level amateur golfers. For the less experienced, there are less demanding but equally enjoyable golfing opportunities. The last of the 11 beaches lies at the mouth of the River Gannel and reaches far inland along its banks. While the river is good for windsurfing, the terrain is excellent for horse riding. And the nearby village of Crantock has a charm of its own. Wherever you go, in the villages or by the roadside, you can enjoy that traditional delight, the Cornish cream tea.
Look, and it's lovely.
Yeah, it is thick and delicious.
I'll never get it over.
Like it's supposed to be. All right. Gonna enjoy this.
Bring around.
A feature of Newquay is the traditional sport of gig racing. Time was when the gigs, with pilots on board, raced each other to schooners lying offshore, the winner getting the job of guiding the ship into port. Some of the gigs that now race for sport are more than 100 years old. Southeast from Newquay, stretching to the English Channel, is a region of beauty steeped in history. St Callum Major, for instance. It takes its name from a 6th century martyr, St Columba. In the 14th century, the town was granted a royal charter to hold a market. From ancient times, travellers have used the land route from north to south Cornwall to avoid the long sea passage around Land's End. It's called the Saint's Way because it was used by Christian missionaries. Now preserved as a public footpath, the route passes intriguing symbols of Cornish heritage. The towering mass of granite known as Roach Rock is crowned with the ruins of a chapel built before the Norman conquest. The moors nearby have associations with the legends of King Arthur. The Luxillian Valley is renowned for its beauty, overlooked by an aqueduct built more than 150 years ago. Luxillian itself is listed in the Domesday Book. Restormel Castle was rebuilt in the 14th century on the site of earlier fortifications dating from Norman times. Edward the Black Prince, the first Duke of Cornwall, looked out from its battlements. And in the English Civil War of the 1640s, it was occupied by both Roundheads and Royalists. The stone bridge that crosses the River Foy at Lostwithiel is more than 700 years old, and the town itself is even older. In the Middle Ages, it was an important stannery town. At nearby Foy, a plaque tells the story of the Tristan Stone. The granite pillar is reputed to mark the grave of the legendary hero Tristan, lover of the Princess Isolde. The Saints' Way ends at Foy, where early Christian travellers embarked for Brittany. Foy was once a thriving port, from which ships and men set sail for the Crusades and the 14th century wars with France. Today, the town and waterfront present a picturesque setting for the ideal seafaring holiday. Within easy reach are fine beaches and modern leisure activities. The southern coast may not have the rugged coastline and the rolling Atlantic surf of the north, but it is aptly named the Cornish Riviera. Sheltered beaches and secluded coves bordering a warm blue sea present a semi-tropical environment for seaside leisure. It's easy to get there. Intercity trains serve all the main destinations. St Austell is the administrative centre of the borough and a base for the resorts around St Austell Bay. Here too, recreational facilities abound. Nearby is Charlestown, named after the man who built it as a safe harbour towards the end of the 18th century. Originally a base for pilchard fishing, it subsequently served the local copper mines of the 19th century and the China clay industry, which still flourishes. Again, the beaches are not far away. Beaches like Porthpian and Gorenhaven, where a fishing community once thrived. Across the Bay of St Austell is Mevergizy, which is the epitome of a Cornish fishing village. Mackerel fishing is still an important activity and a fascinating attraction for tourists. Sunset at Mevergizy is matched by sunset at Newquay.
Good evening, we're having a
Then Newquay comes to life again.
Just jump. Just jump.
Summer lingers on into autumn. The days too linger on, as if the sun comes here to set. They call it the off-season, but in Newquay it offers opportunity for a holiday that is both active and relaxing.
Tom and Billy.
It's very smooth.
Want to touch it?
Whatever the season, the tourists can rely on the help of the information centres to make their holidays enjoyable. The borough is particularly proud of the excellence of the accommodation available, ranging from large hotels to bed and breakfast establishments, farmhouses, cottages and caravans. Regular inspections ensure the highest standard in every category. Another season, another holiday. Don't look for snow in this mild climate, just enjoy your Christmas break wrapped in the warmth and comfort of Cornish hospitality.
Should we put your ball there?
Stay on and see the new year in. Celebrate in fancy dress as the local tradition demands. As winter comes and goes, spring is never far behind. In Cornwall it arrives early, born on the warming airs of the Gulf Stream. Buds burst into blossom, flowers open to the sun, colour carpets the fields, splashes the hedgerows, adorns the parks. And then another summer, to enjoy again the beaches, the coastline, the sport, the entertainment. Countless thousands have been there and felt the surge of holiday life that pulses from the heart of Cornwall.
Ride a big one beer with it coming up. Hear the guitar song with sun is strumming. Wait till the sunset, then there'll be a party going on. Party going on. Dance all night, everybody having some fun. Summertime, people going crazy. Sunshine getting dizzy in the summertime. Summertime, drinking and a swimming, kissing all the women in the summertime. Summertime.